Hi, my name is Ben Sassman. I'm the founder and CEO of Hemp for Life. The website link will be down in the description. I need your help in securing a meeting with the President of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, first, I would like to explain the reason for my meeting request. And secondly, I would like to show you my level of escalation, why I'm requesting a meeting at the highest level now. So in 2022, I registered my company and I applied for a hemp cultivation permit with the Department of Agriculture, which I received. And in February 2022, I immediately started applying for funding through the regular funding institutions. So February next month, it will be 3 years that I've been applying with different funding institutions. Yeah, please let me apologize in advance. I will be looking at my notes so that I don't give you the wrong information. I've made a total of 25 funding applications with different funding institutions, all of which were declined. Now, I started with the IDC. I made 2 separate applications with them, declined. Land Bank, I made 4 applications, which were all declined. The Gauteng Enterprise Propeller, I made 3 applications with them, which were declined. The Free State Development Corporation, I made 3 applications with them, which were also declined. Destia, I made 3 applications with them, also all declined. The DTIC, I made 2 applications with them. The DTIC also has the Black Industrialist Scheme. I made 1 application with them, which was declined. TREP, T-R-E-P, I made 3 applications with them, which were declined. CIFA, I made 3 applications, declined. And CEDA, I made 1 application, which is still in the system. I have not heard from them since I was recommended to submit an application. So I do not want anyone to think that I made 1 application and I was declined and now I want to meet with the President. As I said, I've made 25 applications with all the different funding institutions. You can name any acronym. I would have applied for funding and I was declined. So when my first escalation was with my ward councillor, 3 years ago with my ward councillor in the area where I lived, which was Rwanda Mayor. She was the DA ward councillor for the area where I lived in. And then I also approached the ward councillor at the time for where the farm was, which I wanted to purchase, Mr. Lucas Fisher. Mr. Fisher is now the speaker at Metsimaholo municipality in the Free State. I then escalated it to the district municipality, Fezile Derby, which is Mr. Jacob Roberts. I've sent him multiple emails and WhatsApp messages. I tried calling a few times, could never get hold of him. I even visited his office twice, waited an hour, maybe more both times, but I could not secure a meeting with him. I then approached the Free State Premier at the time, Honorable Sisi Ntobela. Her office then recommended that I contact the Department of Agriculture, which I already did, hence the escalation. I was then invited by Parliament to present at the Portfolio Committee on Agriculture, and the chairperson was Honorable Dr. Klape. The presentation, the meeting was 3 hours. I had a half an hour presentation. But in honesty, I presented on behalf of the sector. The issue was that the hemp and cannabis sector was over-regulated, and farmers are struggling to get their businesses off the ground, and forcing cannabis farmers to turn to illegal tactics to make money, as the government has put too many restrictions in their way. I was then invited back to Parliament. That was in March of 24 by the chairperson of the committee, the Portfolio Committee on Small Business Development, the Honourable Faiz Jacobs. There I presented myself and the issues with funding and that I was struggling. And Faiz, the Honourable Jacobs, said that he would assist me and appoint someone to help me to see how they can assist me to get the funding. After that presentation in Parliament, I just never heard from him or his PA secretary, Mr. Kunene. Just never heard back from anyone. I then pursued the office of the Minister of Small Business Development, the Honourable Stella Ndabeni-Abrams. I sent her office 78 emails with no success. And through a contact of mine, I got the minister's cell phone number, and I sent her a WhatsApp message while she was in London with the Deputy President. When she replied, she told me she's never heard of my name or my company name, even though after 78 emails to her. But she was kind enough to give me some of her time. I drove 12 hours to meet with her, not in London, in South Africa. And I presented my case to her. She gave me an hour and a half of her time, which was very nice. She then appointed one of her staff, Mr. Vuyisa Diile, to work with me to see how they can assist me with Land Bank, the National Empowerment Fund, and the IDC. Within 25 days, I received 3 emails from Mr. Diile. 2 of them were on a Saturday, and one was at 1:20 in the morning on a Monday morning, clearly showing that he was extremely busy, did not have time to put meetings together. And after 25 days, I decided, let me reach out to get hold of the President. So funding institutions, when they give you funding for your application, they look at 2 things. Are they going to get their money back? And does this person know what they're doing? That is the main criteria. They do have a lot of things that they ask, that they look for, that you need to submit. But in essence, that is what the funding institutions look for. I have 2 offtake agreements for my products that I want to produce. My first offtake agreement is with a company from the USA, which equates to 8.7 million rand revenue generation per month. I'm not willing to share that information with anyone, but I'm happy to share it with the funding institution or with the office of the President. My second offtake agreement I have is with a local company that will purchase products by me for 2.7 million estimated per month. Now, both of these offtake agreements is an indication that I will be able to pay back a loan issued to me. The second part is I've been in the sector for 6 years now. I've been helping people with their hemp and applications. I've been selling seeds, hemp seeds, and I've been doing hemp clones for companies. So I understand the propagation process, the cloning process, and the farming process of hemp. Yet with that, I still could not secure the funding that I needed. Now you might be thinking, why do I submit 4 applications or 3 applications to the same funding institution if they declined me? What I've done is I've taken my 100% of my capitals when I applied the first time, and then I reduced it down to 82% of the total that I needed. And then I was declined again, and then I dropped it down to 51%. Just revisiting my business plan, changing a few things, see where I could cut corners. I've even cut it down to 25% of the original capex that I needed, and I still could not get the funding. So my plan was to cut down the required capital that I needed and then save up enough money over 18 months to take the business to the capacity that I wanted to take it to. I know this is a very big ask, but I've sent the Office of the President 116 emails in the last 4 months. So I just feel sending more emails is not going to work. I'm hoping there's someone who's watching this that can assist me in securing a meeting. And I'll be at the mercy of the President's schedule. He's much more important than what I am. But I'll appreciate any assistance. I'll list my email addresses, and I will hope to hear from someone. Thank you.